I was raised in the Bible Belt, right? Southern United States, where it is Christianity central, okay? You've got a church on every block here, practically. And one thing that I think a lot of us have seen is that many Christians are either completely pro-Israel or they're, trying to avoid the topic altogether, even though people are dying in the birthplace of your Savior Jesus Christ and you don't care. The hardcore evangelical Christians especially love Israel. And as we all know, the three religions, Judaism, Christianity, and Islam, are all Abrahamic religions. We have origins in the same place. We have all these similarities and overlap. And what I have found and what I've seen in my own personal experience growing up as someone who was raised to be a Christian in the Southern United States is that a lot of predominantly white Christians here in the South are comfortable with any of those overlaps and similarities between Christianity and Judaism, but we never really mention the similarities between Christianity and Islam. And I am no expert in Islam whatsoever, so if anyone is a Muslim and wants to provide any additional context or information in the comments, totally feel free to do so. But, one example that I'm talking about here when it comes to overlap between Christianity and Islam is the fact that Muslims believe Jesus Christ is a prophet. And Christians also share that same sentiment, but we don't ever really talk about that. And, ultimately why that is comes down to racism and the anti-Muslim, anti-Arab propaganda that we saw in a post 9/11 world, right? Especially here in America. And of course, we've seen during this ongoing genocide against the Palestinian people is that thousands of innocent people have died, whether they're Muslim, whether they're Christian, whether they're Jewish, because all of those people who follow all three of those religions are in Palestine. And when it comes to Christians especially, there are only like 800 Christians left in Palestine after this carpet bombing done by Israel. Israel has killed a couple thousand Christians. And if that were a different situation, especially if it were Muslims killing that many Christians, all hell would break loose. It would be an absolute outrage. It would be all over the news. But of course, because Israel is doing it, nobody's even talking about it, not even Christians here.